Welcome this morning, November 1st. It's a blustery day. I'm Jim Schleif, former pastor at St. John's United Church of Christ here in Hartford and Slinger, and now serving as chaplain for United Church Camps Incorporated. United Church Camps Incorporated has two church camps, one on Green Lake in Wisconsin, one on St. Germain, and also the Cedar Valley Retreat Center on Highway D near Colesville. The Veterans Ministry, the Outreach Ministry, is part of the work that I'm doing as the chaplain as well. We're on a journey to Veterans Day. Thursday, November, we'll be here each day between now and Veterans Day, November 11th. The Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28, 1918. Thank you, Alan. What's the first place? The fighting of World War I had ended 7 months earlier. The end took place, the armistice took place on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. Thus, on November 11th, 1918, it was the end of the war to end all wars. In November of 1919, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first commemoration of Armistice Day, saying the reflections of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride in the heroism of those who died in the country's service and with gratitude for victory, both because of the things from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice in the councils of nations. On September 25th, 1971, because of the historic and patriotic significance of Armistice Day, President Gerald Ford signed into public law a law that kept November 11th, regardless of the day of the week on which it falls, to be the observed day rather than moving the national holiday to the nearest weekend. Veterans Day is a set-aside day to honor and remember in gratitude our veterans for their patriotism, their love of country, their willingness to serve, their sacrifice. With this trip, we'll be using the Cali and Bear tree. Significance to this tree. Mike Herman of Park and Recs here in Hartford said the Cali pear tree was that survived the 9/11 attack after the Twin Towers collapsed. It was the tree that was still living out of that rubble. Although damaged, it survived and continues to flourish to this day. So the tree is a symbol of the life that goes on, even amidst and following the horrors of war. And that symbolizes what we're doing with the witness tree, the fact that we're lifting up, the fact that when our veterans come home, they need community. They need those to support them. They need those to walk by physically whole, physical healed, the moral injury and the soul wounds may remain. So the witness tree is a ceremony to remind us and raise awareness that we have an obligation and a duty to not only welcome our veterans home, but also to carry the responsibility or share the responsibility of their sacrifice. In many instances, their suffering. Since our nation was founded, we've never had more than 7 years without being engaged in some armed conflict. I believe that we're at the 9/11 monument here in Hartford, because that started the longest protracted, continuous armed conflict that our soldiers, airmen, sailors, uniformed service members have been involved in. Many veterans return home and need the community to protect them. As veterans have informed us, the most difficult part of a deployment is coming home. As veterans, or Warriors Journey Home was founded in 2003 at the First Congregational Church of Talmadge, Ohio, and was established as a separate nonprofit in 2013. We recognize the 22 as a reminder of our duty to welcome our sons and our daughters all the way home. There's several chapters of Warrior's Journey Home, namely in Ohio and Pennsylvania, that'll be doing witness trees as well. So we share in this across portions of our country. We had a nice article in the Daily News on Friday, I believe it was. Judy Steffes is here graciously providing some communications for us this morning. The message hopefully continues to filter out into our communities. Not only is awareness of the statistic of veteran suicide rates, those numbers, especially in a year of COVID-19, can be argued anywhere from 20 to 26 to 28 per day. We're going to use 22 per day again, just out of kind of accepted convention. What I'll share with a reflection this morning is from Stephen Charleston. This is Cloud Walking, a spiritual diary. Some words that came from October 26th. Those participate in our witness tree. I have kept the night watch for you, whispering hope through the long hours, the dark hours, until first almost unseen hints of the new day emerge from the shadows to smile the promise of new beginnings. I have no magic gift to tell you that my prayers for you conjured your need to fulfillment, but I can tell you that I was not alone as I prepared, as I prayed. A spirit moved around me, a life breath breathed near me, a mind far deeper than any thought I will ever have shared the night with me, and listened to my simple appeal that flies even now to you. See, but we'll hang these on the tree. These will be significantly different visually from the and they'll indicate that this is an individual that we personally know. Let's close in just a few words of Creator God. We give thanks for those who gather. Those who gather to remember, to honor the service of those who have put on the uniform of this country in one way, shape, or form or another. We recognize their service and their sacrifice, that of themselves and their family, the burdens of their experiences they carry with them. After day one of boot camp, no one is ever the same. Lives are changed, lives are transformed, some for the better, some carry the burdens that are nightmares. We pray that they will know that there are communities there to help, communities there to share the burden, communities that provide a listening ear without judgment to help them open doorways and pathways to healing. May these prayers be sent forth and find them wherever they are.